Ready, set. Set, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Vikings had 10-3 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready. Needle. Set, cut.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Carolina defense. They played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Gallup goes in motion.
Jackrabbit, ready.
Throwing, Young. This one, and now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Yellow.
Young. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Mingo. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another run with Sanders. The 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 9. That one good for 37 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On second down, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Ray. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. 71 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here now a third down and 8. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. They'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
2nd and 15. And that's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Shot here on the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Addison will go in motion left.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. So the false start will back them up 5.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Addison will go in motion left.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game started the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He gets it to Addison.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. A gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Black Ultra.
1st and 10, Young. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Stripes, 97. Needle blue. Blue, go. Ready.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Trouble, 38.
The 2nd down throw for Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ray. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 was not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Blue striker. White. Set.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. He's across midfield, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. In motion right is Evans. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Addison will go in motion left.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ray. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 55 yards.
And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
167 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Addison hauls it in.
give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to shake him off. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Down.
Back to throw here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.